Hi, I'm Alex from Breed, and this is Bashing One Out with Breed, episode 2. Pip, you need to be quiet. You can't... This is Pickle, one of my dogs. This has nothing to do with my band. You just wanted a cuddle, didn't you? She's scared of power outs, and we had a power out earlier today. Because it's like 1,000,000 degrees in Kundal at the moment. Watch the mic. Do you want to go back out? So, a few updates. So right now, at the moment, Dan, our bassist, is currently going through all the songs on Spotify and adding lyrics to them. He says it's a nightmare of a process. I watched him at Jam. He was like showing me how he does it, and he like brought it up on his phone. And when he brought it all up, it was all deleted somehow. So all his progress. So we're currently planning on finishing 2 songs on top of Swallowing Hornets. So maybe we might have another song coming out pretty soon. The video clip for one of those songs is completely finished, besides a few things. And yeah, obviously, new single coming out on the 7th of the 2nd, 25. Swallowing Hornets, and that'll be on all major platforms, plus we'll have a music video. Feedback from the last video, especially from the band. Don't talk about Gene's work schedule, no one cares, but if you'd like to hear more updates on Gene's work schedule, just comment below what time does Gene finish work, and we'll cover that for later videos, because maybe that's what you're interested in. Band doesn't seem to think that you guys are interested in it. So what did we do at Jam this Sunday? I'm actually filming this on Tuesday because I've got a load of stuff on tomorrow and Thursday morning. Plus, I've actually been kind of excited to film these. It's nice to be getting back into Pro Tools and stuff. I like editing videos. I mean, as a live engineer, I don't really do much stuff in the way of like recording and stuff. Jam. So we went through a song which is currently titled Prawn. As a working title, so we finished that and we just went through it, jammed it out. I think we played it once live, but it was a very different song when we played it live. We took it away and we were like, we weren't super happy with how that song translated, so we changed it up a bit. We played through 80, and I've got a full drum recording of Gene playing it. The sound is just phone sound. Even though there are mics on the drum kit, they're not hooked up to anything. But if you want that video, I can put that up. Maybe I'll edit a bit of it here. And we worked on a new song that we've had in the pipeline for a while. Again, just a working title is Heat Death. I feel like with most of our working titles, we will be like, name of a sea creature / dumb word. So we worked on that. Pretty much like 90% of that song was done. We just felt it needed a chorus. So we've added a chorus to it. I think I've got a few little recordings. There's stuff that I've posted to Shorts and TikTok of me sort of mouthing along to that chorus. A lot of my writing process is I will hum a tune along to the riff that is playing, and then I'll sort of work backwards from there. It's very much similar to the Devin Townsend, I'm gay. I think that's what he says. Oh, I'm gay. I can't remember what he says. Something about being gay.
And surprise you. You're just like, I'm gay.
And I think that will be the next thing that we hit the recording studio for. Seems almost finished. Lyrically, I've done everything. I just need to, again, work on this chorus, figure out what I want to actually do. I'm a big fan of having catchy, simple choruses. It's just nice to have even if you're doing like lots of complicated rhythms and stuff like that, it's nice to have the audience to be able to come back and sit on something and be like, this is kind of normal and palatable. So one of the things I said I'd talk about last time was I'd go through the lyrics for the new song, and I thought, no, that's kind of dumb because I can go through these lyrics and no one's heard it, the song, so great. So I thought I'd go through the first verse of Spaniards. Here's one I prepared earlier. So I think the first thing to take in when looking at the Spaniards lyrics is the video that we filmed has nothing to do with the actual lyrics of the song. What? It has like a few little similarities, but very much a lot of the filming of our music videos, we came to the conclusion that rather than having a story or some underlying thing that happens within the video clip, it's better to just have interesting visuals that keep people's attention.
But let me introduce you to the new Joker.
But yeah, like I was happy with the result. I edited it on my old computer, which is down there somewhere, which was a nightmare because it was running two GTX 970s. So it chugged the whole way through the editing process. I had to like export little 5-second parts of it and then stitch it together later on. I'm divulging away from what the meanings of the lyric. I'm just talking about video clip stuff. Maybe that's something to talk about, the filming process of Spaniards, because there's a lot of funny little stories, especially us going to a dog beach to film all the scenes in the water. That was funny. So yeah, the lyrics for Spaniards in the video clip have nothing to do with each other. Just a little bit of thematics, and like character-wise, they're similar. But essentially, I wanted to sort of personify this story of an astronaut going into space, a meteor hitting the Earth, and rather than him being like, "Oh no, I have no home to go back to," he's more annoyed that no one's paying attention to him. I think I got influenced subconsciously by I don't know the name of the band, but the song is called Let's Go, and it's like this Chinese astronaut, and then the world gets blown up. But in the video clip, I wanted to sort of tell a story. It doesn't blow up the Earth, but it's just such a major thing that happens that no one's paying attention to this astronaut, and that's all he's worried about. That's the only reason he did what he did, is because he wanted people to pay attention to him. So the first verse, "Good evening, passengers, and welcome back to the greatest story on Earth." All that. That's just ad-libbing, and a lot of that we do in the studio when we have like a section of a song that we don't fully know what we want to do with it. So normally it's me and Daniel, because I feel like the two of us are very good at like just smacking things down at the spot. I should have said bashing one out of the spot. Yeah, me and Dan are really good at bashing one out. For the ad-lib, Dan's really good at bashing one out. I don't know if I'll keep that. Now, from the bit that's, as you see, the sights we see of Who Are We, all the way down to, like I'm the one who's fucking corrupt here, I wanted, with that section, I really wanted to write a verse where the lyrics are one sentence. It was just one big long sentence from there to there, which I set myself as a challenge. A lot of the time I do things like that where I'll, rather than trying to write meaning in lyrics, I'll start by setting myself a challenge for the lyrics, like in this case, one big long sentence. There's an example, another song we got, I wanted to follow the rhythmic pattern. It's like ba 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 ba, and I've just got this dapper capture, rap rapture, dapper capture, rap. But I did something like that, and that's often something I'll do when it comes to writing a song. I think making a song that is interesting and sounds fun is more important than lyrics that make sense and are meaningful. I think it's definitely something to come back to, but like grabbing people and making something interesting, I hold higher. Anyway, the whole first verse of Spaniards is trying to sort of subtly explain that story. I sort of jumped back and forth between personifying this astronaut, but also personifying the meteor itself, which I refer to as the Hornet. So obviously the next song, Swallowing Hornets, is a direct tie-in to the story of this song. But as a set of meaning, I wanted to sort of convey this personal feeling of, as a musician, do things for attention, and then when it's that sadness that sets in when you don't get the attention you crave. And I think this song is me talking about how it's kind of a bad quality to have. And I feel like now I've sort of grown out of it. Like you come to the realization that it's not good. But so that sort of explains just the first verse. Christ, it's already getting hot in here. It's, yeah, I think I said earlier, it's like 42°C, and it's like cloudy outside, which is even weirder. Man, I should have watched one of those one of those Genius videos. I'm sure that would have made it a lot easier. Maybe I'll come back to this. Maybe next week I'll go through a bit more of the song, because right now I've just gone the first minute and a bit. Because there's more to sort of what I unravel as a story. So Stu Hogg, who's a guy who's been commenting on a lot of our stuff. Hi, Stu. Or Stuart. I don't know which one you prefer. Could you talk about the musicians that influenced you as a band? There's definitely some broad strokes of influence, like 90s, 2000 metal. All of us grew up with Korn and Limp Bizkit Tool, System. System's a huge influence, I think, for all of us. Everybody loves System. I've never met someone who's like, man, I fucking hate System of a Down. It's so much fun. I feel like as a musician, System would be where I'm going for with like a vocal sense. Not like tonality of vocal, even though I've been told I sound a lot like Serge. Like thematics of the vocal. I love their like willingness to break into like everybody live it now, everybody sucks. I love that kind of stuff. The kids up on the table, here you go, create another fable. I don't know, I love all those like sort of interjections. So yeah, they're definitely a big influence. Devin Townsend is a huge influence for me. Rishlu were a massive influence for me. The song Dark Charade is a huge influence for what I wanted thematically and feeling-wise to come out of Catharsis. I wrote Trollhog in here, but like I feel like we were already doing kind of a similar thing when I sort of first discovered them. They're awesome. Like I love a silly band. I love them, and I love things like Clowncore as well. Like Clowncore, oof. That's my goal as a musician, like just to be that much on the spectrum. I know it's going to sound weird, but I think I take a lot of influence from Robbie Williams, from like a stage performance wise. I think it's so important to be energetic and create this like weird persona for yourself when you're on stage. That I feel is super important. I've had a few people say that our live shows are pretty entertaining, and I think that's what I want. I want that, like, entertainingness. I listened to a lot of reggae when I was in high school. Wow, go figure. The fucking white kid with dreadlocks. It's actually my 15th year of having dreadlocks, and I think this year I'll probably take them off. I don't know, maybe for charity. But I listened to a bunch of Peter Tosh and the Wailers and obviously Bob Marley. Stepping Razor by Peter Tosh. I love it as a song. But I feel like I loved the reggae beat. It's 2 and 4 on a 4/4 beat. I love that, and I loved like there's songs like Core where I was like, I want a reggae section in it. Which is the bop bop the bop 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 the bop. Having a whale of a time, making the fables my crime. If you listen closely to the I'm a burning effigy of everything I was, but what of a core? I'm goddamn broken. There's the like almost like it. At the time, I described it as the Banjo-Kazooie theme in the guitar riff. The it's like. I remember when Brad did it, I was like, that sounds like Banjo-Kazooie. We should absolutely leave that in there. I love Banjo-Kazooie. Christ, it's hot. I don't know, you can see me sweating. But my aircon is loud. I don't know, maybe I'll turn it on. Be good if I like come to the conclusion after this that like I could have had the aircon on the whole time, and instead of completely sweating myself out in here, had that I don't know. Comment below what you want to hear next in these things. Maybe I should say that with a bit more enthusiasm. Comment below what you want to hear in these updates going forward. Thanks, gang. Ugh. God, I'm starving. I'm currently trying to sit on like a sub 1500 calorie diet at the moment. So I have like a breakfast burrito, 2 protein shakes, and like minced pasta for dinner and vegetables. I mean, and I have like 1 day a week where I'm allowed to eat a bit more, but it's tough. It's tough. I hit this time of day, and I get a bit. Actually, I've got an energy drink. Let's get some of that. Sugar-free ASMR. That was stupid. Why the fuck did I do that? I don't know how I did it. I sucked energy drink back through my nose. Normally I'm a White Monster fan, but they were 2 for $6.50 at the servo. I had to get fuel for the generator. And then I got home and the power was on anyway. Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll close this video with me doing a rack pull.